Morning, beautiful souls. To me, it's morning, and I just wanted to come up again very soon as the last time, just to express something that I am transmuting within me. I am embracing it more than transmuting. Is judgment. I was born as a human here on this earth with a family where the judgment was, and also a society, which I think we all did in some sort of level, different kind of judgments. We all went through that. And mine was very harsh because I was heavily judged by my father, my mother, and all the family members because now that I'm perceiving it back then and then afterwards, all my life. And I found myself what I was doing. I wanted to behave as a in opposite to satisfy this judgment. That I would not do something that I know that is going to be judged just because I don't want to feel that feeling. And when I went in together with my guiding system, my team, and find the treasure of this experience is like it. I was very sad, scared, shy, not showing myself up, not speaking my truth, what was within. I was not even connected with my own truth when I was very teenager years, and then a little bit later after I started to do healing and work on myself and becoming aware of what I feel and think and what I do in my life to observe myself. I found out so much judgment within me that it was like, oh my gosh, it's so much, and I was crying a lot because of that. And it's kind of layer by layer because there is a lot of layers, and especially what is the most important thing is that I took this judgment within me, I integrated it in a relationship with myself, what I do, how I think, how I feel. I was judging nearly all of me, and it was not a nice place to be. No, 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 no. But when I started to connect with the more loving part of me, so my heart, and I said just simply no, I don't want to take on board any more of this energy, it started to shift, but was a constant work. And what I found out that the judgment helped me to understand myself more. In a sense, when I had a situation in my life that someone or something happened that I was instantly judging it. This is not correct, this is not good, this is not loving or whatever. And then I was a bit angry or sad or all of those emotions. In the end, it was showing me the reflection in the mirror, the reflection in the world that I didn't heal yet within myself. I didn't find peace with it. And not just peace, understanding what is behind of these emotions, as every emotion has a story behind it, has a wisdom behind it. And judgment itself is doing the same. We all know how it feels to be judged, and we all know how to it feels when we do this. We give this energy back to others, or to the system, or to our parents, or to our children, or to God, a source, or to whoever. It's really coming out from this judgment comes out as a teacher, as every emotion, every belief system we hold in our heads is a storytelling, is telling you a story about yourself, about the creation. And before I decided to come and do this video, I was talking about this with my guiding system, my guides, my beautiful friends. And they told me that when you judge when you do judgment, when you judge someone or something, and even the judgment itself, you judge yourself because you judged. This language, this judgment is difficult to pronounce for me, but I hope you will understand. You will, of course. Is the same energy. So when you are conscious and aware of what are you, and you're really observing yourself in everyday loving, or whatever everyday moment, whatever you are doing in the day, and you go consciously through it. That's why we say conscious. Expanding the consciousness is from within, so to say, within out. You are observing yourself with your thoughts, with your emotions, with your feelings, with your acting, what you do, how you react, and to stop being, in a sense, judgmental to yourself in the end. This to me is I still on progress, because I want some kind of perfection, and then when I do something that is not as I wanted it to be, perfect as I wanted it to be, then I did a mistake and I'm judging myself, or I didn't do it well. All this has to go. I don't want it anymore. And I had a thought that when we incarnated as humans on this planet, we went through this. We all did. We all did the both sides. So we were heavily judged and put down in many different ways, especially in the history of humankind, or we did the judging and we pushed someone else down. So now as humans, I see we did it all. We truly did it all. We have within us this experience, these experiences. So we did it all. And now it's time to break it. But how? How can you stop judging? It's not about judgment is there to show you some kind of frustration you are holding within, and not understanding the differences between you and that person or experience that is happening. We have to understand what is coming into our reality is always teaching us, is showing whatever it is, as a human or a situation, whatever it is teaching us. And when we open our minds, higher minds, and start to think and ask questions and allow answers to come in, we find treasures. Out of this darkness, we find treasures and diamonds of wisdom. And we are expanding as souls, we are expanding as human, we are transforming in a way that is, for the eyes, maybe invisible. It's mostly invisible, but within we are more and more becoming who we truly are. Because before we came here, we were in an area with no existence of judgment. Why? Because we were authentic vibration, and everybody was like this, and the so-called differences between the vibration are puzzle pieces of the big picture. So it's kind of coming from, depend from what realm you are entering in on the earth, in the human body, having human experience. You are going to the opposite. It's a big contrast. So as you see a child, when he or she is growing, he wants, mother, is okay this, mama, look this, father, look this, I did this, and they look for confirmation that they did it right, that they are okay, that they are beautiful, that they are awesome. They want to be seen and perceived as who they are. And because we adults are so caught up in our minds and our structure and matrix of living, and because we are holding our own traumas from the past, and a way of dealing with inner child, then we just say, oh yeah, beautiful, oh you didn't do that. We start to the judgments start very soon, especially at school with the competition and all this stuff. But really, it's time to transform this from within. Every person has to do it when they have the right time to be honest with themselves and to say, did I judge today? What did I felt in this situation talking with these people? Or I was judging this person, or I was judging myself, or I was judging the politicians, the cabal, the extraterrestrials or source, where I was expressing this energy out because I felt some kind of, I didn't want it inside. So I felt better about myself if I am putting myself above someone or something. Um, but this does not mean that since some things are not right or wrong, so to say, but still the way of expression, how we are perceiving, how consciously we are doing it, and what we are learning from them, from this experience. So the judgment is a good teacher if it comes, because it does. What you will do with that, or you will continue to play this game and stay on the same level of reflection of your life, attracting the same vibration because you didn't learn the lesson yet. You didn't open your eyes and open your heart, especially. Or you are just accepting what is coming to you in your everyday life, observing it, finding the balance, of course, but finding the treasure of all those negative, including judgment, thoughts and beliefs. And when you find yourself mm, more in alignment with who you are in the now moment, and you really start to love yourself, accept yourself, even if you do something that someone else can say that is bad, who cares? You are doing something now because you need to be aware of why you are doing it. If it's this going to a smoke, having a drink, or eating a piece of meat, or uh, going to scream in the woods, or hugging the trees, or just shouting to your neighbor because you have an explosion in energy with you because he's not listening, and or she's not listening, and then you have an argument, and whatever is happening, it's all okay. Just observe it and learn from it. Whatever happens in your reality, don't judge it, just take it, embrace it. This is how I had the last day an argument with my friend, and I saw that he was just triggered for me to observe from what space I'm coming from, where is this coming from. And the urge of judging him was so big that I was like, he is not doing this, he is not doing that, he will not do this, he will not do that. I saw many things within me, expectations, control freak, fears, and especially in the end, what it comes from. It was when I dive even deeper into this, what was coming out of this emotion and thoughts, I saw that I just desire to be loved and heard and understood, and that I had fears. I was scared, that I'm not understood as I wanted to be understood. So in the end, I found a treasure and I stopped it. I didn't go to it, but I was allowing it to come through me. Even for this, in the past, I did many videos on my YouTube channel. Oh, this was quite a going out of my comfort zone to put myself online. Oh my gosh, because I was so afraid of being judged. And gradually, more that I am working on myself, that I'm just who I am, and I express as much as I know and I can, and what I have within me. But in all that I do in the background, there is a pure intention and desire of my heart just to be, just to give what I received from life, just to give. If someone will be, oh yeah, this is happening to me too, and he will not feel alone, or she will not feel alone, and you know, that he had or she had the same experience or similar experience as I did, or it will open up a layer of understanding of their own life. They understand their lives more better. This is enough. This is achievement. So, as some intelligent being says, it's not state of being matters. You know who maybe people know Bashar, who will connect here. State of being matters, not circumstances. And yeah, I just wanted to express this today in a short video, that we all went through judgment and we know exactly how it feels. So, and now it's time to move forward in a sense that you are really taking on board and on board your unique self in the now moment, and whatever it is in this now moment, your physicality, your health, your way of doing, your thoughts, your beliefs, whatever it is, has to be just hugged and embraced and understood. And I also saw today forgiveness. I see forgiveness that is needed at some level of transformation when you are deciding to let go. It's good. But when forgiveness is combined with understanding the situation with your higher mind, with the higher, then forgiveness in the end, you'd see that was not even needed. That was just a stepping stone to get into the deep understanding of, so to say, the other reflection, other person, situation, history, what happened in the past, to understand from a different point of view of the higher mind that knows why was this situation, this person, this trauma really good for you. And it sounds strange, but it is. It is good. There is why you. I had this thought. Why would the creation allow such a deep darkness and suffering if there would not be the outcomes of this more positive than negative? Why would Creator, the Prime Creator, allow us to play a game of duality if there is no behind the scene the greatest good for all? He is a good, he, she, mother, father, source. It's a good caretaker about the universe. He knows. He is everywhere, everything, all at once. Sorry if I'm doing coughing. But yes, is there is good into, also into so-called darkness. I see people are caught up in this, and I was too. But more you bring understanding and you are actively thinking and asking questions, researching, and asking the universe, I want to understand my mother, my physical mother. I want to understand this neighbor, why he or she is doing what he's doing. Where is this coming from? So when you start to ask those questions, the answer will be open up to you and you will gain more understanding. And out of the understanding, there is more a possibility and ability to open the heart widely, and then to build a little bridge between two opposites, humans that they didn't converse, they hated each other. And now there is a possibility, when the understanding and love comes, there is a possibility to create a bridge, to create a better, more kind relationship out of the understanding and the heart, and especially out of understanding of the humanness that we all are. We all are human, having human experiences, souls with human experiences, and we are very much more similar to each other than we think we are. And I'm not just relying on humans, extraterrestrials, and different species, we are all coming from the same sort of source of energy. And in some sort of way, we are all brothers and sisters, friends, or enemies. It's just a matter of choice in the end, and how much those differences we will see the treasure in it. Treasure that someone like my parents and my mom, she focused her energy on the surviving mood. She chosen this experience to give as much. She needed to put so much energy into that to give a fundamental, essential for me to and my sister to grow, to have this blanket of security that we will not be hungry or without a roof on under after on the head. I don't know, house, English, phrases. So she focused on this, and when I was as a child wanting my mom to be different, to be as similar as I am, more spiritual, more asking questions without judgment, so like this and this and this, I found all kinds of desires how I would like to see my mom. But in the end, when I focused and I saw all this judgment that I put on her, and she reflected this back, I said, my mom is one of my teachers of these experiences. I have many others at my workplace, but all of those differences are always showing me up where I have to ask more questions, where I have to dig much deeper and to find the answers that are in aligned with love, with heart, unconditional love. That's what it means, that you accept and you love everything, even if you do not understand sometimes, but you can. There is always a possibility to combine the understanding with the heart. And now it's really time to let go, breathe, relax. Even when there is a day when you react, as yesterday, I reacted to my daughter. She's a good trigger to me. She's a teenager, she's in this phase. So she triggered me and I reacted. But I'm learning now not to fall into that. Even if I was reacting with with this energy. Afterwards, I just went, okay, I did this, and I analyzed myself, understood what place she's coming from what place I was coming from. I was not really proud of it, because my aim is to be zen as possible, but sometimes life is not giving you zen situations, and you are receiving these triggers because you have to master yourself. And it's about the practice, it's about the journey, it's about the practice, what you do every day to see yourself. What are you really doing, consciously doing and thinking and feeling, how you are accepting yourself. Again, accepting yourself and all the selves that you are, because you're not just one singular self. You have so many aspects of yours there, and if you touch your multidimensionality, it's even more aspects you have all around. I imagined myself yesterday as Ines, me, being in the center like a fireplace, and are all around me in the circle, there are my aspects. And which one of those aspects, there are so many different aspects, and they're all me, all connected with me, and I'm connected with them. It's a line of interconnectedness. And in some situations in my life, there will be an aspect of dark lady, dark mother. She said, no, stop this is a boundary. Then another day I will need my angelic self, and my pure feeling of purity, and remembering how it was before I become a human here on earth and living this experience, and bringing this energy down, then it will become a Lyran aspect. She will need to relax and enjoy in pleasures, or teach me some boundaries or whatever. And all of this is me. And then in the end, more than you are multidimensional and you are playing with all those aspects of yours, you can look crazy to people. And one of the biggest I was shy and scared of is to share with people that I went to the mental hospital. Yes, now it's funny a little bit. Yeah, but it was not to me back then, because I didn't know, I was not really aware how much I was playing with all those aspects, also my source aspect. And I was good at it to channel it with through me and living it without any filters and explanation. Unapologetically, I was, if I came into this energy, I was that energy most of the time. Of course, I knew which level to choose, and had this mind translator for other humans around me. So I was always able to translate, as I am doing now. But when I had my moments of, going level up and doing some energy work that needed to be done to transmute some old energy and go to, like in the video games, level up in my life, then I this happened, and I was so unapologetic with my expressions. But my friends and my family, they were got scared, and they wanted me to go on a medication to ground me down, to pull me down back. And this was quite a situation where I judged the medication very much. I judged doctors, psychiatrists. I was very angry to my parents why they didn't understood me. But again, I went through layer and layer of understanding the situation from different points of view. And what I did, I find peace with it. Even the recent thing that happened, I found very quickly peace with that. It was crumbling a little bit within me and shaking me. I felt guilt, I felt shame, I felt what the fuck was going on now, what happened, just happened. And with help of my team and my gifts that are part of my life now, everyday life, I learned how to find no judgment for myself anymore. But it doesn't mean that it will not bring, surface somewhere else, because I'm still in the process. So I just know that we went through all of this together as humanity, and we still have our traumas because of conscious or unconscious trauma, because of how heavily we judged ourselves, each other. And now we stop to bring understanding of why, really clear conscious understanding, and asking our friends, searching online, being curious, joyfully curious about why we are projecting something on someone else, or why we are playing this game of judgment, because I guess we all desire the same goal, to be free with that, and just to be free to express yourselves, your aspect of the self, in a way that is loved and appreciated and understood in every now moment. But the first person that has to do that is the I am. I need to do this for myself, because others have to do this for themselves. And more we go within, more we take time and do this, more we will glow and more fun it will become. Because when we will start playing with our multidimensional selves more concretely in the everyday life, and not just behave like robots, We don't have to smile here in the waiting room with the doctor. We have to be sitting in a silence. These kind of things. Oh, I don't have to hug a tree in the middle of the road because people will look at me, what the fuck she's doing? And all those kind of little, this is just examples, but they are every day they are happening. And it's quite a lot to take in, and it's quite a lot to take out, so to say, and change the rules. We are the one who are changing the rules of how we will play this game from now on. And everybody's talking about a new earth, but new earth, we are new earth. We are creating it in everyday moment with our decisions, choices, and awareness. And more we are becoming aware of who we are individually and in our little lives, those lights started to shine and expand through, and this order, divine order and harmony, it affects everybody without expectation. Just enjoy the ride, the path of exploring who you are, and when you judge, why you do that, where is this energy coming from, and to stop judging yourself when you do that, because sometimes it happens. Oh my gosh, it does, even to the masters. They are annoyed maybe sometimes. Oh Jesus, again this story. Have more fun with that. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Today was just my expression, and I hope that you are having a nice time with yourselves, even when you are not, that you are, experiencing things that are very useful to you, to your growth, and especially to your heart and your joyful experience on earth, which is quite an achievement to achieve. Ciao, ciao.